Hello, everyone, and welcome to a tradition like no other. This is the Mushroom Cup here, Masters Week. Everybody wearing their green Augusta signature suits, helmets, liveries. This is going to be super exciting. We are here at Miami. Sorry, I don't want to talk during someone's backswing, so I'm trying to keep it down. This is Raj. I am joined with Dottie. This is T-Bone, joined by somebody, whoever comes in, whatever jabroni walks through that door. Anyways, we are here in Miami, round number 9 of the Mushroom Cup, the much heralded league. And Greg Jennings and Chenzo once again find themselves in a fight for the championship, mano a mano. And I believe it is now a 4-point gap between Greg and Chenzo. I will confirm that right here, but I do want to do the starting lineups quickly. Leader Liebag transferred over to Williams. Why did he transfer? To make way for the newest full-time driver. That is Gabichow, also full-time Star Cup commentator now. We swung a deal, Mushroom Cup seat for commentary. And hell yeah, happy to have him here. Dark Fate making his Mushroom Cup debut here as a reserve. He won the Lightning Dome last night, which did earn him this spot. I do like to reward those kind of things. And of course, Elbow, also back after his first race with us the other day. He is also a reserve. Further down the field, though, let's just have a look at some of the guys. Everyone's still in the pits, but Cam Rudy, of course. Actually now on his out lap here on the track in that Williams. Sawa coming out of the pits as well. The newcomer from last summer. The Chris Paul last fall. This is Sawa, reigning Rookie of the Year. Chenzo, XOD, another one of the newest members of the Mushroom Cup full-time. Zudi, Bella, Justin Stride, Kendricks, XM, of course, Greg Jennings. Let's have a look, though, at Dark Fate. Very impressive last night in that Lightning Dome. In the rain in Japan, he was simply rapid, and now we are in the city where the heat is on. I think I saw Rick Ross at the hot dog stand. Saw DJ Khaled eating some tacos. Everyone's out here today. It should be a blast. Spenny's Pub Hub, another one of the newest full-time drivers here. Longtime free agent target of Greg Jennings. And Greg Jennings is like the Mountie. He always gets his man. Shout out to Spenny. Let's have a look here at what these guys are doing. We all love some telemetry and some lap data. Full track map for BXT. He loves it. But let's have a look at who will be starting first. And I believe it will be that Wham Bam. Thank you, Cam. Oh, he's invalidated. But yeah, so unfortunate there for Cam. Cam Rudy looking to whoop some Rudy Poo candy asses today. And here he goes on his hot lap. He'll be making the maiden voyage, as we call it. We are here in Miami, folks. Having a good time, of course. Near Hard Rock Field, I believe it's called, in this parking lot of a track. Shout out to the Walmart that let us set up shop for the weekend once a year. Walmart and Kmart. It's Cam Rudy all over the place here. What is going on? Cam Rudy right now looking like Helen Keller was his driving coach. Sheesh. But he will shape it up because he is Cam Rudy. Well, let's have a look at Dark Fate now, though. Of course, we do want to shine some light here on the newest member to this Mushroom Cup universe, recruited by Rasta Cheech. Shout out to Rasta Cheech. And yeah, let's have a look. I'm very curious to see. He's obviously got that Lightning Cup pace, can do either leagues. And we'll see what he's got. Will Dark Fate's fate be a Mushroom Cup trophy? We do not know yet as he goes through the Mickey Mouse section. Welcome to Fantasyland, folks. It's a small world after all. I think not. Here is Dark Fate now, coming down that T-bone straightaway. It's super long. It's about 19 and a half blue whales, or 22 of Kev Wood's mom's laying down. But here goes Dark Fate. See what he's got popping. Cam Rudy, the first guy to complete a lap of 127. And here's Dark Fate. Oh, 125.6. Oh my God. Look at the pace on that guy. Spenny's Pub Hub. Another formidable contender. Sawa with a 125.9. Sawa, the quality merchant of the Mushroom Cup. But Dark Fate demonstrating some pace here. Maybe he is too quick for the Mushroom Cup. We don't know. Here's Spenny's Pub Hub, a.k.a. Mr. Penzel Washington, driving between taking puffs of that pen, that vape pen, that famed vape pen. He will do a 126.5. XOD, another IFM alumni. Right there with a 126. Of course, Gabachow making his full-time debut in the Mushroom Cup. Right there with a 127 as well. And let's have a look, though. Here's Mr. Greg Jennings himself. He's trailing 4 points. Chenzo and Greg Jennings absolutely blowing it there. Despicable display there by Greg Jennings, and hopefully he'll back out of this now, knowing his lap will be less like Greg and more like T-Bone. Here is Rasta Cheech, so folks, we are witnessing history, the rise of Rasta Cheech. You can check out the documentary on YouTube. He is excelling everywhere he goes right now. He is kicking ass and taking names. Rasta Cheech will walk into a league and he said, you can either lay down or we will beat your ass down. And that's exactly what he's doing in his Quebecer league, win after win, looking dominant here. Rasta Cheech, also dashingly handsome under that helmet, gets all the babes. And of course, that Ferrari does not hurt either. Look at him go here, waving a Goofy, Daisy Duck, and Pluto through the Mickey Mouse section. And now after all that, he will back out because he did invalidate. Not cool, but invalidate your parking, Rasta. At the end of the day. Here's XM, another one of my favorites. Oh, absolutely horrid and putrid driving right there. Next, Justin Schreier. He's got that gas light on, so I don't like what I'm seeing here. Chenzo entering that mix in the top 3 with a 126.1. Justin Schreier, 126.4. Who else can we catch on with here? Here's Bella hailing from the Swiss Alps. We're close enough to Italy to go get a Penza, or a Penne Arrabbiata, as he calls it. And he slows down. Every time I go to these guys, I just back off. Come on, man. Haven't seen this much pulling out since Kevin's mom came over. Jesus. Can I say that? Are we live? Whatever. There's a lot of ways to interpret that. Anyways, here's Hazy Ozzy in that moose piss kick Sauber. That thing is absolutely disgusting. It's horror awful. Jesus. But Hazy Ozzy, though, doing his thing. His teammate, another one, kid from Philly. They always working together. Let's see what Hazel has in store. Shout out to Hazy's cousin, Trophy Ozzy, joining the Star Cup too. We are no longer the Mushroom Cup, we are the Bloodline. Acknowledge Greg Jennings. Here's Hazy Ozzy. It's definitely hazy in his room right now. But on track, he's looking at a P8 here. Well done from the Hazy one. Now another one. Looking to trade barbs with his teammate. And put his lap in. Of course, Jordan 2 Wavy has been a presence this season. P3 in the standings. Fighting for wins. Podiums. Well, it's elbow invalidated there. Let's have a look at another one. Of course, also in that moose piss kick Sauber. 100% grade A Canadian moose piss to make that car. And I'm Canadian. I know what moose piss. Actually, Greg Jennings definitely knows what moose piss looks like and maybe tastes like. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's not listening. Probably tomorrow he's going to be at work on the shitter watching this. Look at another one. Fantastic lines here. Crosses through like Iverson. Steps over Tyronn Lue. Going to use a little bit of a slipstream here. He is from Philly. He's a Sixers fan. Luckily, no one, Joel, impeded his lap. Here we go. Looking like Dr. J. Looking like Moses Malone. Looking like a young Kyle Korver. But here he is. Finishing this one up What has he got in the tank? Shooting up to P6 again. He has been looking really good lately. Just got a new haircut. No, I'm kidding. On track, he's been looking real good. He's been killing it. Bunch of top 5 performances. Shout out to another one. Nick the Quick, we call him now. Speaking of quick, though, it is Jordan 2 Wavy. Head of that McLaren team. We are here in Miami. Jordan 2 Wavy. Originally from Miami. From the shores of South Beach, folks. He is at home right now. And here he goes. The Wavy one. Launching it to P4 right there. So, Dark Fate and Sawa looking impressive here. 2 newcomers to the Cup. A little further down, we got to touch base here with that one and only the legendary Dr. Smystro 7 here. You may know him from any other league that exists. He races there. And he is a fan favorite, much to my chagrin. But nonetheless, he sells a lot of merch. He's here. Claims to be fast. And we're very blessed to have that Maestro around. Super fantastic guy. And he loves Miami, folks. The Maestro loves every track, to be honest, but come on, T. You know I love this track, man. Let me race. I literally say that about anything. It could be a Kmart parking lot with pylons. T, man, you know I love this track, bro. Cam Rudy retiring there in P6. Here's that Maestro crossing the line into P14. Gosh. Got some quickies in the field today, looking like Lightning Cup Light. The Light. We'll just call it the Light King Cup. Greg Jennings having these quick guys added to the mix here does not bode well for Greg in qualifying, although he did come away with a P2 in quite a competitive grid qualifying last race, so we'll see if Greg can dig deep down, pull something off again. He was driver of the day last race. Absolutely splendid and majestic performance. Starting P2, falling to the back, came to the front. He caught up to those guys. That's it, I'm back, baby. Speaking of which, Sawa, a 125.5, taking the pole. We are looking on, though. The driver facing a 4-point deficit in the Drivers' Championship. 5 races to go, including this one. He's looking ahead to Chenzo, but right now, he's looking ahead to a P7 on the grid in qualifying. Leader Liebag has walked into the booth here, just fixing his mic and chair settings. Some love. Boys. Leader sucks. Leader Liebag sucks. Leader Liebag sucks.
That's not what they were saying last night, Bone. We were friends.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Leader's ex-girlfriend. Stop throwing dirt on his name. You used to moan it.
Yes, Sawa puts in the fastest time of a 25.5555.
Just observing the athleticism of Zudi here, making his way through the circuit. Shout out to this one, man. Shout out to Zudi's groupies, too. But yeah, Sawa, Dark Fate. Spenny's Pub Hub there in P3. Great lap from Spenny. Chenzo in P4. Here's Justin Schrei, invalidated, but he's in P5. Greg Jennings now in P8. I don't know, we'll see if he's got something else in the tank. And, who else can we check in on here? There's a Maestro on a hot lap, but it looks like he may be in an... Okay, so that worked out for him there. Getting that slip, and the Maestro is always going to be fighting. But we have to watch Elbow, though. One of the quickest guys in the field has yet to put together a lap. Putting some pressure on himself. He's invalidated once again. So un-Elbow-like performance. Greg Jennings, a 5-place penalty for a collision with Rasta Cheech. What on earth happened? 5-place grid penalty for Greg Jennings. Contact with Rasta Cheech. Big drama. Big drama. Someone's getting kicked from the chat. Anyways. Leader Liebag on his out lap, too. Of course, Leader Liebag transferred from the McLaren team to the Williams team. Leader's been passed around like a freaking cheap, you know what I mean. But We love him,
Yeah,
man.
the Mercedes allocation runs deep.
Yeah,
German
Leader's a man.
lineage.
For sure, man. As we watch on with Leader as he gets ready to go on what's I can only anticipate to be the fastest lap we've ever seen.
Yeah, Bone, I was thinking about not putting hot lap on this one. You know, just bring it back a little bit, give the guys
Tune
the
it back.
competition that they need. Yeah.
And we are here, party in the city where the heat is on. I thought you were coming hot with that one, Leader. But yeah, we're here, MIAO, in the 305, baby. As we look on with
A
that
lot
wretched
easier to
DRS
see
Maestro.
is turn one when the sun isn't glaring on it.
We look on with my co-commentator, Leader Leebag here, putting in his first hot lap of the evening in that Williams car, doing his thing. Champagning and campaigning, shaking hands and kissing babies.
Hey, is the Haas behind me on a hot lap or out lap?
Nah, he slowed, he chilled. You should have time. But yeah, they're on O laps anyways. We're just going to stick here with Leader again as he goes through that Mickey Mouse section, heading through Tomorrowland, makes his way past Space Mountain, inside of Mickey Mouse. Leader backs out of this lap, though. We're going to have some big guns going on hall laps right behind Leader, so I don't know if you want these guys right behind you, Leader.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, do it. One of them is Dark Fate. So it is Sawa, Dark Fate, Spenny, Chenzo, Justin Schrei, Jordan 2 Wavy, Cam Rudy, Greg Jennings, another one, and Gabachow, the newcomer. Here's Dark Fate on his hot lap. And Leader Leebag on a hot lap as well in front of him here. And of course, Elbow there in P19 yet to get his hot lap in any sort of lap.
Bella,
So
watch out, Bella.
And now there is some sort of congestion up there. Oh my goodness. That couldn't have not been ideal there for Leader. Making the move around the outside. And now, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What just happened? What the fuck just happened? Who's that Ferrari?
Justin.
What the hell was that? Dude, Dark Fate hit him too? What are you guys doing up there? What the hell did I just see? I don't understand. Leader, you were there. What happened?
Justin was not paying attention.
Oh my god,
I hate
dude.
to say it. I mean, he's pretty attentive normally.
It's a lifetime quality ban, my opinion. And lifetime practice ban.
Attention.
That's brutal because it did give Dark Fate damage and, or maybe not, I don't know, but it definitely ruined his lap. So, who got penalty for that one? Was it Schrei?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jesus, Dark Fate got the grid penalty, which is terrible because he didn't even cause it. Jesus, that's so brutal. Schrei should just DQ himself for that in quali. Sorry to Dark Fate for that. That's brutal first race. I swear it's. Anyway, Elbow did get up to P3 there, getting the lap in. All right, Sawa, Dark Fate, Elbow, Jordan, Hazy, Chenzo, Shry, Spenny. And of course, Dark Fate has a 5-place grid. So does Rasta. Or no, Greg has one. Greg or Rasta have one. So, folks, we're getting into this one here. These drivers picking up their setups. T-Bone here, joined by Leader Leabag. Leaders racing. It's going to be a doozy. Greg Jennings trailing Chenzo by 4. Couple unfortunate grid penalties, I think, for Dark Fate and Greg, through what might be no fault of their own, but nonetheless, it is a game, and we'll look at it after. Clear skies here in sunny Miami. Welcome to South Beach, folks. Masters
Good
weekend.
tires, light fires.
That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. Leader Leabag shows up to the golf course. I'm here to smoke some butts and make some putts.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty right now. Handicap's up to about 5.
Oh my goodness, Leader. You got to get it together, bro.
Yeah,
That short
I
game. Are you
know.
still putting from the rough?
Yeah, I do that occasionally, or use the one iron special, the God putt.
You know, Leader, they
Eh,
say if there's a lightning storm on the golf course, just hold the 1 iron because even God can't hit a 1 iron.
Hey, man, brother Ben.
Yeah, the Jack Nicklaus special. But we're gonna go here. Sawa, Elbow, and Jordan are top 3. T-Bone here, Miami Beach. Let's go. So far, so good. These drivers making it through at this top pack. Hazy Aussie hanging on in that top pack as well. Dark Fate starting back in P7 or 8 after that grid penalty. And further back, we are going to have a lot of commotion. Greg Jennings now in P12, of course, had that grid penalty as well, starting in P13. Dark Fate looking to make more and more moves. And this is crazy right now. This whole pack right together in a train, 1 to 20. Love to see it so far. And surely that'll change as we head to the Mickey Mouse section. Hazy Aussie and Chenzo. Look at this. Hazy Aussie making a move. Crazy there. And Elbow taking the lead over Sawa. Meanwhile, as we head
We have
through,
contact on the Red Bull.
there's going to be a lot of contact here. Oh, I saw something. I saw wing. I saw wing. Further back,
It's Zod.
it is Zod taking the brunt of it there, unfortunately. Elbow, Sawa, Jordan 2, Wavy, Hazy Aussie, Chenzo behind Hazy. Chenzo looking to get in there, make a little bit of room. Loses the back end a bit, and Hazy Aussie is going to defend, get in the run. Well done from Hazy. Let's have a look at big winners and losers after lap 1. Cam Rudy up 3, another one up 3. Greg Jennings up 5. He started P15, folks. And right now, though, he will be happy with how Hazy has been battling and defending Chenzo. As Greg is 4 points down on Chenzo for that championship. lap 2 of 29. Terrence Bone, joined by that LEE leader, Lee Bag. Gabichow in P12 right now, his full-time debut here in the Mushroom Cup. Shout out to Gabichow, full-time commentator as well for the Star Cup. And we have some battling for the lead, folks. Sawa reclaiming that one. Jordan 2 Wavy right behind Elbow. These guys dueling for that PRL championship in the sprint series right now too. No strangers to each other. Great competitors. Hazy Aussie, though, is looking fantastic today. In P4, Greg Jennings will look to continue his ascent from the field, currently up 5. And another one here will be the next overtake from Greg. Greg to P9 now, Mr. Jennings himself. Sawa the fastest lap there. So we have 17 drivers all stuck up together. Greg Jennings, the fastest lap now. We'll see how this one plays out, folks. Round number 9, Mushroom Cup, season number 815. But who's counting? Trust me, I'm not. If you had to ballpark it, leader. Oh, it didn't sound too good. Oh no, leader. Are you okay?
Got it. Yep.
You okay? Yep. Thumbs up. All right.
Thumbs up.
No damage. He's going, folks. He's all right, folks. Cam Rudy. Up front for the lead, there is a pass. Elbow on Sawa. And Jordan 2 Wavy has found himself in this spot a lot recently, just kind of in P3 behind two guys, but at this stage of the race, that is perfectly fine. But yeah, eventually we'll have to make some sort of move. The first guy on the hard tires is Dark Fate. Again, he started further back because of that grid penalty. So he has pace here. He was in P2, I believe, before that. And Cam Rudy now passing Chenzo. And now Chenzo under attack from Shry as well. So the championship leader here, although Greg hasn't had the best weekend so far with the grid penalty, Chenzo not really taking advantage of it at the moment here. Hazy Aussie has a spectacular car at this circuit, though. Well done. Look at Hazy go. We're having a blast here. World famous Mushroom Cup action. We got Bella on the DRS Maestro. Good buddies here. And now another pass for the lead. Sawa on Elbow, and Jordan 2 Wavy is going to eventually want to get it here and disrupt this. But in the meantime, Greg Jennings and Dark Fate. Dark Fate, one of these guys who is going to likely be in that top pack regularly in the Mushroom Cup. First interaction with Greg Jennings, and Greg Jennings on the medium tires, getting it done, moving up to P7. And folks, he is now one spot behind Chenzo. Greg starting 15th, Chenzo P4 or 5. I don't know, something about Greg, man, when his back's against the wall, something else comes out. He seems to find pace, too, when he's under pressure. You know what they say about pressure? It's going to make coal or diamonds. And yeah, Greg definitely seems to step up in those scenarios where his back's against the wall, so shout out to that. Here's Spenny getting through Kendricks there. The teammates, great racing from both of them. Let's have a look further up. Greg Jennings. So Chenzo has gotten through Cam Rudy there. Chenzo up 4 on Greg in the standings, folks. So this is big for what Greg's been able to accomplish through 5 laps of this Grand Prix. A little further back, though, Gabichow Fantastic driver of G2 and LSR, one of the top guys, does their commentary for G3. Happy to have him on our Star Cup commentary and racing in the Mushroom Cup. Love the collaborations with other leagues and meeting drivers through other leagues. And he's good here too, man. He is a good driver. Justin Schrei in P10 right now. The yellow flag is out. But so Sawa yet to win a race in the Mushroom Cup. Same with Elbow, who's only in his second race with us. Jordan has one win. Hazy Aussie 2. Chenzo, too many to count. Cam Rudy looking for win number 1. Of course, Dark Fate. Gabby looking for win number 1. Schrei, a couple wins to his name. Greg and Chenzo among the all-time winningest drivers in the Mushroom Cup, along with Hemi and Kev Wood. Just good race management here, and the word is poise, folks. Jordan 2 Wavy. This is not a 5-lap race. You got to make it work, manage, put yourself in a position, capitalize at the end of this thing. Schrei on Gabachow. Further up, Elbow getting through for the lead. And now Jordan 2 Wavy. Really looking for that opportunity to squeak through one of them. Back through the Mickey Mouse section. It was Chippendale. Look at Dog's favorite track. Really don't mind this track that much. Good racing though so far, man. This is exciting. We got a Haas making the move here. Dark Fate making the move on Greg Jennings. Dark Fate on those hard tires, so we'll see when those start to really click in for him. Chenzo 3 spots above Greg right now. As of now, he would gain 6 on Greg, making the championship lead 10 after this race. Further up, I anticipate Sawa making another overtake for the lead. See if Jordan 2 Wavy can join him here. Wavy's had good patience and all, but Hazy and Chenzo are right there waiting to attack. Hazy Aussie, extraordinary card today, man. Put it together. There goes Sawa around the outside, like 2 of Kev Wood's girlfriends. And here's Chenzo now, looking to really get more of a gap between him and Greg, and he gets through Hazy Aussie there. But Greg Jennings not too far behind at all. Cunt Haraway. Super competitive grid. Oh my god. No offense to the guys at the bottom too, but I'll be right with you. We are enjoying this top 9 right here. Giving a show to all the loyal fans of Miami. All the snowbirds. Never seen so much silicone at a circuit. Lots of baddies here in attendance, as the kids would say. But yeah, here's Jordan now. He's really going to try to move into that top 2 here. It's been so hard when you kind of just, seems like you just get stuck there. Spenny and Kendrick's pitting, which is unfortunate because they're teammates. It's really tough to make passes over here, especially in that DRS train. A lot of these corners don't really offer many opportunities to make an efficient overtake. Nice there by Greg to avoid some contact. These top 3, man, they're attached at the hip. Jordan just really trying to break into that top two. Spenny gets a 3-second pen. I'm enjoying this one, though. Thanks to everyone for watching, racing, anything, supporting, talking shit to me in Discord or the chats. We love it. Well, Jordan, though, oh, man. Looks like he might have had an opportunity there, but didn't quite get it, and now Chenzo's knocking at the door. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Open the door and let him in. For anyone old enough to even know what the hell song that is. Shout out to Paul McCartney and Wings. For all you youngins out there. Anyways, look at this though. Cam, Rudy, and Hazy Aussie. 2 wide through Mickey Mouse section. Oh my god, and we have a Haas spinning in the background. Dark Fate. Oh man, unfortunate for him there. His debut race. And how about Hazy Aussie and Cam Rudy going 2 wide through the Mickey Mouse section? 2 guys riding a carousel together. Looked all sorts of wrong. But look at this now. Greg Jennings rocket ships through into P5 now. Again, only 1 spot next to his championship rival, one Chenzo from Texas. Greg Jennings from the Texas of Canada, Alberta. Greg now just have to get back in that DRS here. Both those guys battling, I anticipate he should. Things are shaping up nicely. Hazy Aussie back to P7 there, but still right there in the mix. Sucks for Dark Fate on those hard tires, but no damage incurred, it seems. A little further down, we got XOD on XM. The 2 X's. All my exes live in Texas. Jordan 2 Wavy getting through now into P2. Finally getting it done to break up that top 2 that was together. Sawa now into P3. All right, so most of these guys on the mediums. Top 7 all on the mediums they started on. 9 of the top 10. XM, XOD with a 3-second there. Jordan 2 Wavy now into P1. Folks, at his home Grand Prix. After being in P3 the whole race, he's now made it happen, and now he's going to be under more attack, though. As Elbow looking for something, and oh my god, Sawa's right there, Chenzo's right there, Greg is now there. We got a race, folks. This is crazy. Insane. There's XOD retiring from the session. It will be in the pits. Shout out to XOD. We're going to watch on this top 5. We'll see if Dark Fate can make any ground as they battle. He's on the fresher tires. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's contact, and someone as Sawa's run wide. I think he evaded the wall, but definitely little contact, and he ran wide there. Unfortunate for Sawa, but he's still in that range. Elbow followed by Chenzo, Jordan 2 Wavy, Greg Jennings, and Sawa. Then Dark Fate approaching behind, and Gabachow not too far in tow. Guys are putting on a show today, and it's only going to get better. Lap 11 of 29. We got 2 cars into the pits. Those are the 2 leaders at the time. Greg into P1 now, overtaking Jordan. So Greg Jennings, after starting P15, is now atop the leaderboard. Chenzo into the pits as well. Gabachow into the pits. We'll see when this top 3 decide to pull the trigger. on a pit stop themselves. Rasta Cheech retiring from the session in the pits. Gonna get him in here to the comms booth because he loves doing comms. Unfortunate for him, he's been racing really well lately. Not sure what happened today. I know he said he didn't really like Miami, so could be that. Not his track. Jordan and Greg continue to battle this one out, though. Cam, Rudy, and Hazy. It's crazy racing going too wide through that Mickey Mouse section, I gotta say. I do notice. Okay, so Cam does have the gas light on. Another one picks up a 3-second penalty there. Greg, a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. You don't see that every day, folks. A rare mistake from Greg there, and that is costly. Fought so hard to come back to get to the top, and now he's got that 10-second next to his name. So he's going to need a safety car. Likely. Never know, but it's going to be tough in terms of gaining on Chenzo. Although Chenzo... Oh, there's contact! 2 cars coming out of the pit lane. Sauer coming out of the pit lane, and there was contact. And now Hazy Aussie at 10-second for collision with Justin Schrei. The virtual safety car is out. What just happened? Sauer came out of the pits, and I think there was contact with Cam Rudy. Right end plate gone. You know, I liken that to what happened with BXT and Schrei. It's tough at this pit lane, man. Oh, man. Did Sauer get damaged
like the
too?
Call for a BSC and not a full safety. I like that.
No damage from Sauer. Lucky for him, but that's terrible for Cam. DRS back enabled. Greg has that 10-second next to his name, although he's in P3. But Chenzo, though, was right behind that when it happened. He's in P13, so although Greg's had some misfortune, Chenzo has just not had a good race today. I don't know if he took damage there because he was... Oh my god, Chenzo, no wing at all, folks. So the collision between Sauer and Cam Rudy, Chenzo really paid the price, lost his wing completely. So Greg actually has the luxury of pitting and getting that 10 off and still being competitive with Chenzo. Man, it's a crazy turn of events. Chenzo's going to surely have to pit here, yep. Now. Yikes, it's going to be tight between the two now. Greg's got the 10. Chenzo will flip on the mediums, fix his wing. We'll see how it plays out from here. Bella yet to pit in P2. And this just sucks because Greg put himself to net P1 from starting P15th. But the 10. That, of course, did help what happened to Chenzo. So Chenzo in P17 now. Fixing that wing. Unfortunate. Wrong place, right time type deal. Wrong place, wrong time. I'll be right back in a moment, folks.
And it is Leader Liebag on board.
Yes, sir. We'll go to Leader.
Aston Martin. Gendrich passes by easily. Leader doesn't put up a fight. It's not his race, even though his hearts would not have full capacity at the end of the race. The ones that pit early, do you think you're going to feel it towards the end?
All right, lap 15 of 29. Theodore Bone. Dark Fate leading the way. Bella, those two yet to pit. Then Greg with a 10-second penalty. Followed by Elbow, Jordan, Justin Schrei, Sawa, Hazy Aussie, Cam Rudy, and another one. Chenzo down in P17 after losing his wing there. Wrong place, wrong time. But of course, Greg with that 10-second penalty. And anything can really go down here. Chenzo leading by 4 points in the standings. No safety car. We did have a VSC. There's Elbow through Greg. Elbow now in the net lead here for his first win around Mushroom Cup events. Shout out to Formula Jonah. Elbow fastest lap. Chenzo gets a 3. Oh man, this has just not been his day. Keep grinding, Chenzo. Every point counts. You're up 4 on Greg. And Greg has a 10. So, I mean, points are not guaranteed for Greg. So if Chenzo can even sneak into the top 10, he might beat Greg. We don't know at this point. And again, as tight as it is, 1 point could make a big difference. Lap 16 of 29 around Miami. Leader picking up a 3-second. Bella did make that pit stop. Greg Jennings overtaking Elbow there. Jordan and Sawa and Schrei all right there, folks. We got a doozy on our hands. I do see a yellow. It is a kick. Virtual safety car has been activated. Oh, it's a full. I see it on track. It's a full safety car, folks. Greg Jennings will get to take off that 10. And Dark Fate into the pits now. Oh, man. How did that played out so well for Dark Fate. Bella getting a drive-through. Greg Jennings into the pits here. Dark Fate, that worked so well for him right there. Oh, my God. He's now going to pit.
I'm back in it.
He's back in it. Leader Leebag back like he forgot something. Just waiting for one jabroni to speed by everybody. Oh, was it? I was wishing the Maestro just passed everyone. So Dark Fate now in net P1 after that safety car. It says virtual, but clearly it is not. Jordan in P2. Greg serves a 10-second. Come out in P8. So that safety car was not good for,
that penalty off.
In some ways, though, that safety car, I don't think it really helped. Chenzo probably didn't want to see it. So that helps Greg get it off. Chenzo has a 3 that won't come off. Chenzo on the hards now. Okay, so Chenzo's going to have to work some magic here. Greg Jennings is in P8, though, so it's not like he's at the top. But yeah, definitely Chenzo's going to be in damage control mode here in terms of points lost to Greg. Try to get whatever he can out of this race and hope that Greg doesn't... Not hope Greg doesn't do well, but you know what I mean. I don't think you'd ever hope Greg doesn't do well.
No, never. Never not. Always hope.
Not in that nefarious way.
Right. Just speaking the race.
Yeah. But man, how about this? Unfortunate for Bella because he got the drive-through, but otherwise he would have been in P5. Definitely get that drive-through off now, Bella. Put the mediums on.
Where's Hazy at?
Oh, I can't even put the mediums on drive-through. Hazy's in P9, but he's got a penalty. So Bella will go to serve his drive-through here. Unfortunate for Bella. Or no, he can't even serve it. It's a freaking safety car. So at least he's going to put on new tires, mediums, I guess. But that sucks for Bella. Zudi catching back to the field there.
Oh my God, DRS, why, bro?
DRS, a 10-second. Leader, a 10-second.
Come on, you guys.
What happened there? 10-second penalties for the Maestro and Leader Liebag. Live reaction from Leader. He's not amused. The Maestro, that wretched one, up to no good. The good news is you can pit.
Damn. Wow.
What tires are you on anyways? Oh, dude, you want to pit? You're on 17 lap hard. You should pit anyways. Pit anyways. Just take a refresh. Still, go get some new body armor, new tires. You're not doing anything on those tires anyways, bro. 17 laps. Everyone's on fresh tires.
Dude, I should be getting taken out.
No, I know. I didn't see what happened, but that's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm just saying, either way, you should pit. Yeah. Especially during a safety car. Like, come on, guys. Dark Fate looking for his first win. Elbow and Sawa as well. And Gabachow in P6. Greg now into P7. Chenzo in P15. Chenzo on the hards too, so. No, not this lap. Go in, refresh. Take an Italian shower. Fix a wig. Lap 18 to 29, folks, around Miami. We are here. Feel the heat. I saw D. Wade walk by. Udonis Haslam. Pat Riley's here. Alonzo Mourning. Tim Hardaway. BOG Tim Hardaway Sr. Chenzo in P13, 3-second penalties, staying on those hard tires. Gabachow debut as a full-time racer here in P6. And then Elbow and Dark Fate, 2 reserves. Definitely solid racers, Lightning Cup quality racers for sure. Cam Rudy had some bad luck, but he's got a good car, and he's in P9, no penalties. Spenny there in P10. Let's have a look at the penalties. Yes, Leader, the softs. I was hoping you'd do it. I like that call. Leader Liebag putting on the softs. Imagine it'll go in after this lap. Leader rejoins the field there on those soft tires. Let's see what he can do. He'll be attacking. No penalties either, or he's got the 3. Shout out to I Took Your Dogs. Love to the dogs. Safety car coming in this lap. Dark Fate, his first ever Mushroom Cup race. He won the Lightning Dome last night. He's going to punch another big ticket tonight. A Mushroom Cup victory. It's a huge stepping stone to esports greatness. Dark Fate now getting us going. Lap 20 of 29, round 9, Mushroom Cup. T-Bone joined by Leader Liebag. Dark Fate out front, followed by Jordan 2 Wavy, Elbow, Sawa, Justin Schrei, Gabachow, and of course Greg Jennings. Chenzo in P13 with a 3-second penalty. He's definitely going to look to minimize damage here. Try to get in the points. Greg only in P7 though, so he's got some work to do to really capitalize on the race Chenzo's had. Of course, Greg had some misfortune of his own, starting 15th after a grid penalty, and then, of course, the 10-second he incurred earlier this race. But he's all cleaned up now. Fresh record, he's been exonerated, and he is looking to introduce himself to 3 drivers ahead of him who he's not that familiar with in Gabichow, Dark Fate, and Elbow. Jordan 2 Wavy, a one-time winner in the Mushroom Cup, looking for a second one. And, of course, Elbow, Dark Fate, Gabby, looking for win number 1 here. Try with 2 or 3 next to his name. Here's Greg, though, on Gabichow. Greg going into P6. Lots of smoke up ahead. Justin Schreiss had a tumultuous race, but after all was said and done, more is always said than done, and Justin Schreiss finds himself fighting for a win. Further back, I see movement like the stock market. We got the Maestro here fighting Zudi. Hey, why is Zudi racing me, T-Bone? Look, he did it to you too. He did it to you too. Sorry, okay, I'll talk to him. Tell him not to race. The Maestro, though, will look to get through Zudi, and Zudi will look to shut that down. And you know it's going to be exciting, folks. Always here. Further up, there is movement, but just got to have an eye at the Maestro here on Zudi. Maestro chooses to go around the outside. Won't really matter, so shout out to the Maestro and Zute and all Zudi's groupies. Way better than Kev with the groupies. If you like some chick that looks like the Michelin Man with an ass tattoo, check out Kev Wood's groupies. Oh, man. Cam Rudy. Right there in P8. Again, kind of a frustrating race for him. Hazy Aussie and Spenny getting side by side. And, of course, our good buddy, another one. Go check out their football club team. Spenny runs the show. He's a straw that stirs the drink, I call him. Another one, great striker. Hazy, great defender. Hayden Reed needs to know his role. It's too many touches. He's not a team player. I would trade Hayden Ring to the DRS Maestros team with all the other washed-up journeymen on that game. No offense, Maestro. But God. Anyways, Gabichow hanging with Greg here. Chenzo up to P12. And I don't know, maybe he just didn't have fresh mediums. I don't understand not switching tires. But Chenzo leading 4 points in the standings. But right now, Greg Jennings would go up by 4. Sorry about my math. It wasn't my math that took me long. I just had to remember how many points the guys got. I'm smart. SMRT. Lap 22 of 29. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's been a fun race here. Definitely 3 of the top 4 drivers looking for win number 1. And the man looking for win number 2 is Jordan 2 Wavy, his home track. He's loyal to the soil here. Or sand. Big Heat fan, of course. Bam Adebayo is watching. Tyler Hero, so he just rolled by on a scooter. I think he's injured still. And the Wavy one. Drip too hard, and you might drown. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics, bro. Whatever that little baby lyric is. Just don't drip too hard and some shit. I'm done. But Bella picks up a 10. He picks up a 10, and he will retire from the session there. Into the pits. Thank you for not causing an intentional safety car. Don't throw fits. Retire in the pits. That's a t-shirt. Look at this battle, though. For 3-way fight for P1. Dark Fate, Sawa, Jordan, and now Elbow right there, Shry right there, Gregory Jennings right there. Heading through that Mickey Mouse section, folks. We may be in Miami, but it's looking like Orlando through there. And the DRS Maestro picks up a 3-second penalty. Like that's going to matter. Shout out to the Maestro. We love you. Chenzo. See these penalties. Chenzo will need to overtake Spenny and another one to get into the points. Greg Jennings got a 3-second penalty, though. Greg never gets penalties, and today alone, a 10-second and now a 3. So both of these drivers, Chenzo and Greg, in my opinion, have squandered opportunities as both of them struggle through what can only be classified as a train wreck of a race for each of them. And neither of them capitalized on it, which is very, very rare and surprising. My God. So, I don't know where this... It's funny, if the race ended right now, Greg Jennings and Chenzo would be tied in the standings. Greg would go to P8. Chenzo, no points, but Chenzo has a chance to walk away here leading the championship still. He can make a couple overtakes as we watch Greg Jennings fighting hard on Justin Schrei. Oh! Okay, oh my God. I don't know. That was just racing deal there. I think Schrei left some room. Greg tried to make sure he was going to leave the room. Good racing there from two wily vets. Shout out to Dastardly Daddy and Coyote, Skeeta Bike, all his sponsorships. Lap 24-29. We're having a blast here in Miami. Going to King of Diamonds later. Sawa leading the way, looking for race number 1 for the reigning Rookie of the Year. Dark Fate in his first ever race. The newcomer from last summer, a.k.a. Sawa. And now Dark Fate in his first race looking for that win. Jordan 2, Wavy. Fixture on the podium lately. And he's looking for win number 2. And of course, Elbow hunting his first win. Lap 25-29. It's been a pleasure.
No, safety guard, no safety guard, no safety guard, no safety
Someone crashed at the back. It was leader. No safety car caused. Leader retiring it in the pits. Valiant effort from Leader Liebag. Welcome back, bro. Full time. I know it was a rough last day.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was going to have a job.
Don't worry, we always find a place for Leader. The Leader's a man. I can praise Leader all day, but we can't just sing his praises. There's a race to do. But look at this, Leader. What are we thinking here, bro? Now that you can kind of watch this as a spectator, get a grasp, scope on this race, so you can see the forest from the trees,
Larry,
if you will.
A move on Jordan. Thinking about it. Oh no, Jordan's thinking about making a move on Sawa.
So Chenzo now is in the points. Chenzo's leading 4 on Greg heading into this race. So Chenzo's in the points right now. Greg Jennings did not capitalize.
Still has a penalty.
By my calculations, Chenzo would be up 1 right now if the race ended. So, huge. Huge. That's how you minimize damages right there. And Greg Jennings, without that penalties, in the mix to win this thing. Gabachow, very, very impressive here as his full-time driver debut. In Leader Liebag's car, of course, Leader Liebag vacating his spot so Gabachow could have it because Gabachow's doing commentary. Leader Liebag is altruistic. He's real to his kin. He does what's best for the league. Right, Leader's got a pass. He can just walk into any league lobby he wants in a race. He's got the gold pass.
I got the golden ticket.
I got the golden ticket. You got the preferred T-Bone member card. Just flashes that shit. Goes to the top of the wait list. You know when you go to a nightclub and it's cold, you're waiting outside and some dude walks up and walks past a line with 2 hot babes? That's Leader Liebag. Look at this, though. Look at this. Sawa now back to P4. Movement here. Lap 27-29. Craziness. We got 5 drivers in the fight for the win here. Look at this pack. Oh, man. And it goes to Greg, to Gabby. Cam Rudy there now, too. Looks like Chenzo's ceiling will be a P9 here. And Greg Jennings is going to be likely getting a P8. So Very, very interesting. And more so, though, who's going to take this victory with Greg and Chenzo out of the mix for it? 3 of the top 4 have never won a race in the Mushroom Cup. Will Jordan 2 Wavy say not today? Will he play spoiler? Look at this. Look at this, leader. Oh, there's contact. Jordan 2 Wavy now, back in P4. So Jordan 2 Wavy now was leading the race and got overtaken by 3 cars there. Now Justin Schrei, the Schrei bar, looking to Schrei his way into that top 4 now. Elbow and Dark Fate, the 2 teammates, 2 reserves. Dark Fate on this fateful day making his Mushroom Cup debut. Will he take the trophy? Will Elbow say, I'm not just a funny bone, I'm going to hold that shit up? Or will it be Sawa, the quality merchant himself, looking for race win number 1 in the Mushroom? A caution is out. Zudi retiring from the session. Let's see how this one plays out, folks. Jordan 2 Wavy, Justin Schrei. Greg Jennings has that 3-second penalty, but if he stays there and presses, never know what can happen ahead. And Cam Rudy, Gabichow, all these guys driven spectacular races. Let's see what's going on, though. Penultimate lap around Miami, round 9 of that Mushroom Cup. I'm the bone, and Leader Leebag is with me. Wavy. Oh, a little touchy-touchy, but look on the inside. There's contact.
Whoa,
Justin Schrei goes deep, and now there's a lot of contact. Oh, my God, Justin Schrei. Schrei outbraked himself, and there was contact.
People go.
Does Wavy have damage from that? Wavy has a right wing, right end plate gone from that. He is going to be livid. He had a chance to win this race. Schrei misses breaking point. There was contact, and now Schrei got the 3 seconds, so Greg is going to move up another spot. Greg in P4. And let's look at this, though. We got 3 guys who have never won a race here. We are going to crown a first-time winner. Like, we have to at this point. 1 more time to go. It's the white flag, folks. Ladies, clutch your pearls. Gentlemen, gird your loins. Let's do this thing. Leebag. Spenny picks up another 3 seconds. So Dark Fate leading the way, followed by Elbow, followed by Sawa. Last lap. Justin Schrei and Greg. And now Jordan back there. Jordan has that wing damage. He's not going to be happy with Schrei. Cam Rudy is going to look to jump up. Cam and Gabichow.
Is it going to be a 1-2 for the home team?
So how about Gabichow, Jordan there, and Cam will be jumping up. No penalties. And let's see. Dark Fate. Last night, winner of the Lightning Dome. Tonight, will it be a Mushroom Cup debut win? Will Elbow have something to say about it? Elbow going up the inside. Will he be able to hold it? Dark Fate trying to come back on the inside. Wood racing here, and Dark Fate is going to win his debut Mushroom Cup race. The first driver to ever accomplish that feat, folks. Debut race, picking up the victory. Elbow in P2. The Haas looking dominant today. Sawa in P3. Jordan 2 Wavy. Heartbreaking there. What happened, but he'll get P4. Cam Rudy making chicken salad out of chicken shit there, and ultimately getting P5. Gabichow in his debut race as a full-timer, P6. Greg Jennings, leader. Greg Jennings in P7. He will get 6 points there for, is it 6? Yeah, he'll get 6 points for his efforts. I believe Chenzo was in P9. So Greg gaining 5 on Chenzo that race. And, no, so they're tied, right? Are they tied? Chenzo was up 4. Yeah, they're
Yep.
tied. They're tied. Sorry, folks. So they are tied. Greg gained
Ooh.
4 on Chenzo that race, all square, heading into round number 10, folks. There is Dark Fate on this fateful day making his Mushroom Cup debut. Shout out to Portugal. And there he is. Hold it up. Leader, do the pyro. I will get some drivers in here to interview.
Two Titans will be tied in the next round. Who will conquer?
We're just getting some interviews in here, folks.
Just got to get tuned up here.
So I'd love a word with Greg or Chenzo. See what happened. Tune up. We're just getting some guys in here. They're just doing their press from their native countries. All right. This Greg Jennings theme song. He just cut his music. He's not too happy today. He says, no music. The fans are going for high fives, just slapping them away. No, Greg, in all honesty, bro, I have a couple questions actually about your race, man. First off, I didn't see what happened in quali, but I know you started P15, you came all the way back. You got a very un-Greg like penalty, the speeding or the 10-second. Pit, got that off, then got another 3 second. I just thought it was crazy today. Arguably the worst race I've seen both you and Chenzo have in a long time, and neither of you capitalized on it. You are tied now in the standings. You want to talk about what happened in qualifying, then walk us through, I guess, the penalties you had and what
Yeah,
ultimately
yeah.
hindered your race?
Overall, it was a scruffy race, I would say. Felt great at parts, but yeah, just too many mistakes. And I think all of them are entirely on me. First one was the qualifying one. Rasta was going into the pit lane. I was actually out of fuel going into the pit lane as well, and I was right at the last corner, the hairpin, and I thought I backed off enough and I let him go by, but then I kind of like stopped braking because I was going so slow anyway, and because the corner's so tight, he kind of like turned across me, and of course that's my fault for being there. So that gave me the 5, and I would say it was justified. I mean, he wasn't on a lap, but that's still luck more than anything. So yeah, totally my fault there. The speeding penalty was absolutely killer. So careless. I was really making some good progress in the first half of the race. Definitely had a setup that was really good on the longer run, and then the safety car bails me out, and then yeah, just another error with the 3 second. I was really struggling today on this track. It was really low grip, um, but yeah, I guess I'll take both of us kind of being in a similar boat and tightening things up for next time out. Could have been much worse. So
Cool, man. Well, way to fight, grind. 4 races left. You guys are tied, I believe, so it'll be fun.
thank you.
All right, leader, you want to take the next one? Leader,
Who do we have in here?
talk to Gabachow, his debut race here.
Gabby!
It's me.
How did that feel? That was
Very
chaos.
nice. Yeah, for real chaos. But it was very nice. Very close racing, but some incidents in front of me that made me like shit my pants, but still a good race.
You were one of the few that didn't get a penalty.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. The track limits, I was thinking that was like more severe than that, but it was like no problem to like evitate to get a 3 seconds penalty. So
Hmm.
I take it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, great race, great race.
Mhm. Yeah, P6 debut.
Great,
I
great
think it's a very
debut.
good race.
Who
Yeah.
else is in here?
All right, Gabby, welcome to the league, bro. First full-time race. I think you got
Mm. Yeah.
P6, so great showing for you, bro.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we're gonna touch base with Jordan Two Wavy. Jordan, I know it's a heartbreaking one for you, man.
Is Jordan too wavy?
Jordan Two Wavy, yeah. That wing damage, bro. It's very untimely. You're in the
Yeah.
mix to win, man. I know this is your home track, so you wanted to get it done, man. But you want to talk about that one?
Um, I just saw Ferrari just fly up the inside out of nowhere, and it was just wraps from there.
Yeah,
I
something with
managed, I
stride.
managed to, yeah, I managed to stay within Greg and Stride's 3 seconds. So I'll take a P4.
Yeah, man, way to fight there. I know it's not what you're looking for, but it could have been worse. So P4 is good damage control, and I guess we'll look at what
Yeah.
happened after. Shout out to Two Wavy here, home race. Looked great all day. Could have won it for sure. All right, Elbow, you with us,
Yo,
my man? Leader Leabag, you here? Okay, Elbow, bro, you're right there,
Yeah.
man. Leader, okay,
Yes,
Elbow, you
sir.
were right there at the end, bro. Just some crazy racing at the end with your teammate tonight, Dark Fate. Very exciting, man. You want to walk us through that race?
yeah, no, the race was it was a bit difficult. Everyone was just literally DRSing each other and whatnot. But I just want to say I do want to apologize to Chenzo and whoever else that was caused by my stupidity because my controller and my headset completely died during the pit stop. And I think I caused a little incident with well, whilst I was on AI, I think Chenzo must have hit the back of my car and and he got himself a bit of front wind damage or something as well. So I do want to apologize to him. And to be honest with you, I'll be real. I don't even feel like I deserve this P2 just in general, purely because of the mistake and for what happened to Chenzo. Because I know he's fighting for the championship, and right now I kind of feel like shit at the moment. I'll be real.
Well, look,
So
bro,
yeah, I
that's a
do
classy thing
apologize
of
to
you to
him.
say, but at the same time, you're a guy who can fight for any win, and you're entitled to fight. You're entitled to be there, so don't feel like that. It's just one of those things, bro. But it is nice of you to say that. It's respectful,
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
of course, bro. Next up, man, I do want to say we've been doing this league for about 5 years now. Never had a driver come in and win his debut race. Dark Fate last night walked into the Lightning Dome, walked out with a trophy. Tonight, walking into the Mushroom Cup and getting it done, bro. What are your thoughts on the last 24 hours here? New to our community.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yesterday the cup and today the race.
Bro, it's been a
Yeah.
pleasure to have you, man. It's been just watching you race. It's really fun, and I hope you fit in well here and you feel comfortable here.
Mhm.
But today, what were your thoughts going into this race? Your mindset, what to expect?
Mm, yeah, I thought about the strong DRS on this track. Yeah, I was a bit unlucky in the qualifying because of the grid penalty. Mm, but yeah, P7 was yeah still pretty good. Mm, I started with the hard tires just to make a long grid, a long stint to have some better mediums at the end. The safety car was just pretty luck. I wanted to go in the box in round 16, and when I was entering the pit entry, in the exact moment the safety car came out, so it was yeah a
Yeah, it worked
perfect
out
moment for
nice.
me.
It worked out nice, man. But again, you still, you had the pace. You're doing it on merit for a lot of the race. So, on
Yeah,
behalf of
with
myself,
I had the older hard tires with like 24% or something, and the other drivers in the back with around 15 seconds away from me with the fresh tires are yeah they had some problems to get closer to me. I think it was around 3 or 4 tenths a lap. I thought it could be more, so I had some hopes maybe with the new mediums. Yeah, the podium would be way way more possible. So yeah, I don't know if the safety car was good for me or yeah.
well, anyways, buddy, you've kind of made history in our leagues the last couple days. So, congrats, and on behalf of
Yeah.
myself, Greg Jennings, all the boys, welcome. I think you're pretty good for the Mushroom Cup,
Mhm.
but I have something called the Lightning Cup. You're probably a little better for. We're just on a little break right now. But in the meantime, any other leagues or anything you want to get into, just message me because there's a lot of options.
Mhm.
All right, thank you, man. And I want to thank all you guys for doing this. Any final comments here before I head out? Anyone?
Shout out to Dark Fate. I raced him a few years ago on some random lobbies. Had a great race back then. Glad to see him here.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right, man.
I remember you too, to be honest. So I
Haha,
thought,
there
oh,
you go.
yeah.
He doesn't
People
forget a
all
break
worlds.
checker. All right,
I also
guys.
spun
Thanks.
him tonight as well. I will say
Thanks,
that.
everyone. Shout out to Dark Fate. Chenzo and Greg, are you tied now? By the way, Greg, was it a 4-point cap?
I think it's actually a 2-point in my way
Okay.
now because
Oh,
Steven
okay.
is
So I was off.
6 points. Chenzo got 9th.
So you were
which
up 2
is 2.
heading in.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so yeah,
it could have
Greg's
been a
up
lot
2.
more if I just didn't get that 3-second or even the 10. But oh
Yeah,
well.
it is what it is, folks. Anyways, 4 races to go. Greg up